Hey, great Saturday morning. Wasn't completely sure about having a show Saturday mornings because it's just a lot of work. But I got convinced last night having a Saturday morning. Good morning, Sandra. How you doing? Having a Saturday morning one was going to be a-okay. So going to have a Saturday morning. We'll not have one tomorrow morning. That is for sure. Abraham. Good morning, my man. God bless. Um, we will be having morning, Joe. How's it going? We'll be having a Spanish one at 3 o'clock today. Forgot to actually promote that this morning, but we will have a Spanish one at 3 o'clock. Uh, Dr. Joan Rodriguez has stated that he would be with us today, so we'll see what happens. Well, it's always good to have Dr. Joan Rodriguez with us. Buenos dias, Roberto. Good morning, Belinda. Good morning, Paul. How we doing? Anadelia. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo estás? Leah, good morning. Happy Saturday to you too, mi amor. It is a beautiful day in the city of Brownsville. Maddie, buenos dias. It is a beautiful day in the city of Brownsville. It's very sunny. Supposedly, there's going to be scattered showers throughout. We'll see. We'll be on here for no more than 45 minutes. I do have a funeral to attend at 10 o'clock. Good morning, Andy. Buenos dias. Good morning. Gracias. Thank you. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. I think that's German.
Guten Morgen. Yeah.
Guten Morgen. I actually took German at UTRGV TSC, and the only words I actually remembered or learned how to say was Papierkorb, which is Papierkorb, which is waste basket. Why? I have no idea. It's the only one saying it. Jose, buenos días, mi amigo. Arriba las Américas.
El Cruz Azul.
Good morning, Lupita. ¿Cómo estás? Hey, good morning, Manny. You're handsome, bro. Good morning, guapos. No, Norma, tú eres la hermosa. Saludos al doctor. Good morning, Yana. It's good to have you. Guys, the numbers came in late last night. Again, they're continuing to come in late. For some reason, I'm going to guess it's just that they're trying to cross their T's and dot their I's and don't want to think that que decir, que se freguen esos vatos. Good morning, Jessica. We're missing you. I hadn't seen you the past couple of days. I'm still waiting for my mostachon. Jaime, good morning. Gracias, Jaime. We because of the way the body was found for my uncle, we are still waiting the autopsy results. They should be out on Monday. So we'll see what happens. It was not it was not a good death. It's not well. No death is good, but his was not a good death. And my cousins are still. We're waiting for them to come down from Chicago and actually from the service. So as soon as that happens, as they hopefully maybe by Tuesday we'll be able to have a little service out there. But thank you so much for Jaime. Appreciate that. Buenos días y bendiciones para todos. Aurora, bendiciones. Good morning, Daniela Hermosa. Good morning, Patty. And Joe, yes, you know what I'm going to ask you, Joe, right? It's going to send you another text. Hope you're feeling better, man. Again, the numbers came in yesterday. The numbers are horrible. There are 83 positives for Cameron County. 83, guys. And out of those 83, I think we said 41 or 40 something are from Brownsville. 43 are from Brownsville. 43 are from Brownsville. I mean, there's just so many. It's just hard to count all of them.
33. We got 33 from Brownsville. And again, the majority was a community spread. So we are seeing a high increase of numbers. But again, due to the large amounts of testing, it's only a matter of time.
Thank you.
Once again, we've had Dr. Eder Hernandez post a video of all the cars at the Brownsville Sports Park. I believe he had tested anywhere from 200 to 300 individuals just yesterday. Erasmo, I wanted to get your take. I've been getting a lot of questions in regards to, and we've previously spoken about this, about the Dr. Labert, if I'm not mistaken, from Harlingen. He was stating that Judge Eddie Trevino was either inflating the numbers or he was causing, panic or fear within Cameron County. I wanted to get your take in regards to this doctor's view on the COVID-19 crisis that we're dealing with.
Well, the reason I wanted to post the video out there is, again, I want to make sure that people know Walmart HEB specials, 33 positives. Thank you. what is this world coming to? Thank you. Yeah, 33. I wanted to post the video because I want people to understand that, guys, do your own research and come up with your own determination. Hear both sides of the argument. Again, as soon as I started to see the video in regards to where he's saying COVID's in the back, it's already behind us. It's not in front of us. It's behind us. I said, this guy is nuts, nuts. But again, that was just my determination on the first 10 seconds of the video. But again, I want everyone to make up their own mind in regards to what their opinion is in regards to it. Now, it is the county judge trying to scare people. Is this a scare tactic? I'm going to say absolutely not. One of the things that I've been very, very upset with the county and county judge with is how slow they are to report the numbers. I mean, I would think that because of the way that they're reporting the numbers in regards to the individuals coming out positive and the way that they're reporting the deaths and the way that they're reporting the nursing home incidents, I would say that they're being extra not wanting to scare the community and extra slow, which is something that I don't think is beneficial to the community. We need to know the numbers as they come out as soon as possible. So again, I don't agree with the doctor. I did reach out to the doctor to see if he wanted to come on and maybe have that opportunity to ask him a lot of those questions. But again, I don't think I like the CGI, Frankie. He looks like, it sounds so real. Again, I don't think that he's accurate in regards to them, trying to scare individuals out there. I think people should be scared just because of what's going on around us, guys. And again, part of the problem, guys, and I'm going to say this about my people here in Brownsville, part of the problem is that La Raza aquí, they don't do any research, guys. They don't do research. And you have to research in order to have a well-rounded opinion in regards to what's going on. I've made mention that the first thing that I saw in regards to COVID-19 was that Ecuador video, and I tripped. That was trippy. And then we started to see the situation out there in Italy and Spain, and not so much in the other Asian, not so much in the Asian countries, because they have regimes that keep information under control, under wraps. So again, I wouldn't trust them at all. Then we started to see the situation that was happening, transpiring up in New York. And something that really tripped me out was, again, there's a certain doctors around here that, I can easily say, I trust what they're telling us. Dr. Mario Cerdan, a neurologist from Harlingen, Brownsville, Harlingen. I mean, I trust what the guy says and states, and I take his words or his recommendations as law. And again, we still even research that. Doctor here in Brownsville, Dr. Asim Samir, Dr. Samir says it, I'm going to believe what he says because the guy is very, very forthcoming. And one of the posts that Dr. Cerdan placed on social media yesterday was scary, guys. Was scary because these are the guys that are actually on the front line. They're dealing with all these patients and dealing with the hospital situations. And he says that you compared Brownsville situation, equally New York. That's scary, guys. That is scary, and nos debe de dar mucho cuidado. Good morning. Thank you all for the updates. We do need to be informed 100%. We need to keep each other informed. And again, guys, and just to go off what Sandy's saying, we don't have all the answers. We don't have all the answers. We don't have all the information. The information is sent in by individuals that want to keep the community informed of what's going on. We receive information about UPS, issues with UPS, issues with Target, issues with different facilities here, Carlton Switch, Trico. And you go like, my goodness gracious, it is just an overflow of information. But again, we do our best to make sure and let individuals know this is what's happening, guys. And again,
I was a little bit confused at the beginning, Erasmo, because when I first saw this video of this doctor from Harlingen, I was like, okay, this is something that I haven't heard, especially here locally. My friends who don't believe that this is real per se, they kind of threw it in my face like, oh, you see, there's a medical doctor and you guys are just scaring people. And this guy, he has 20, 30 years of experience in his field, and he's telling us that, hey man, this is just one big farce. This is just a lie. We're past COVID-19. There's nothing more than the flu. So then when Dr. Mario Cerdan, posted what he posted, that And if I could read it very quickly, en mi mundo, en mi burbuja, Brownsville ya es New York. Espero que me crean que aquí ya se volvió un desmother. So again, we have two opposite sides of the spectrum, two medical doctors who are giving their own opinions in regards to what we're going with this COVID-19 crisis. So again, we're not here to install fear. And I appreciate it, Osmo, that you posted this video because it is going up against what we've been talking about for since March when this COVID-19 outbreak happened. So again, our focus is to present information to the public from both sides of the spectrum. So I commend you, Erasmo, for posting that doctor's video because it has been going up against what I personally believe. But again, we want the public to be informed, and more than anything, we want them to have their own opinion in regards to what's going on. So I personally was very confused when I saw that video. But now that Dr. Cerdan has given his opinion, I tend to side with Dr. Cerdan that this is something that is very serious, and I do not believe that the county judge is inflating the numbers or is doing this as a tactic to scare us or to hurt our local economy in any way.
Blame it on the county judge. You can't blame it on the county judge. The county judge was not the one that pushed to reopen. Now, with that said, do I think that the county judge could have done a little bit more? Yes. I think the example is the Hidalgo County judge. The Hidalgo County judge had some very, very stern words out there. And for some reason, it seems like the Hidalgo County judge is very, very proactive. I'll give you another example. Elon Musk was very unhappy in California, and it was the Hidalgo County judge that reached out to him and actually made national news by saying, "Hey, Elon, come to Hidalgo County." And I appreciate that kind of proactivity. You see an opportunity and you go for the gusto. So in that respect, I do agree that maybe the county judge could have been a little bit more proactive, could have done things better. I wish that the judge would be a little bit more forthcoming in regards to presenting the numbers. So again, when we were in the middle of COVID-19, not 16 or COVID-10, the county judge was coming out every day, and we commended the county judge for coming out every other day or every day and giving us updates in regards to it. Again, I commended him because of that. But we're going to call out on things that we don't agree with, and I don't agree with the way that he's handled it. I'm not sure what you're referring to in regards to a Texas senator. A Texas senator would have very little in regards to having to do with it. I mean, unless you're saying that our Texas state senator, could have been a little bit more proactive. I agree in that sense, because I have yet to hear from one of our state representatives, either one of our state representatives, and we have two in this area, have yet to hear from either one of them. Nothing. And yet to hear from the state senator. Nothing. It's a shame. COVID is on us. We until we stop spreading it. No, it is. It's our responsibility, guys. Right now, we can't always shift the blame in regards to the politicians. Yeah, ni modo. I mean, they've done what they could, and again, or not done enough. Ya ni modo. Now it's up to us. I agree with Yana. Good morning. God bless you. From Galilea Salazar. Hola, Galilea. The idiotic people are creating their own panic, not the county. Somewhat, yes. I mean, I don't think that people are just creating panic. I think people should be concerned, and instead of using that concern and direct it towards going out there and buying all the toilet paper is stupid. But use that concern to protect your children, wear face coverings while you're going into different public places, and maintain social distancing, which is not happening. Buenos días, Verónica. ¿Cómo estás, Erasmo? No te enojes. No lo digo por mal. Deja que también hable el doctor. ¿Mi doctor o el doctor? ¿Cuál doctor? Post the Ecuador video. I don't know if I can find it. I need to look for it. I mean, it came out during the first months of the first days of COVID-19. It was very, very, very scary. Very scary. The mayor and county are simply reporting and trying to keep us from infecting others. Again, Rudy, I praised I praised the county judge when he was out there giving us information every day, every other day. I continue to praise Mayor Mendez for the amazing job that he's doing. But I am sorry, when I disagree with their lax or laissez-faire response, I'm going to say that I'm not happy with it. And right now, I'm not very, very happy with the county at all.
Erasmo, what's your take on the contact tracing? I have heard from individuals who they've been called that they are positive. And, my understanding was Dr. Eder Hernandez has kind of explained it to me that, they report it to the county and the county automatically reaches out to this individual and says, hey, okay, what interactions have you had within the past, X amount of days? And then they do that contact tracing and they try to reach out to those individuals and say, hey, a person you've been around has tested positive. It would be recommended for you to come and get tested just for your own, just for your own well-being. Do you honestly think, Erasmo, that we are doing everything possible here locally with this contact tracing, and can we do better? Because in my opinion, one individual that I know, and this is just one out of 1,400 and some, they just said, "Hey, you're positive. Good luck," type of deal. And I was totally shocked, and I was like, "Are you serious?" Because my understanding was that you were supposed to get a call from the county public health department to either to give you advice, to check how you're doing, maybe even to suggest what recommendations you should do, such as quarantine for 14 days, stay away from the public. Do you think we're doing that, Erasmo, on this type of scale, or do you think it's impossible?
No, it's impossible. Again, the responsibility shouldn't be towards the county. They should start using their resources to really go after the individuals that are positive and make sure that they're actually social distancing, they're quarantining themselves, instead of trying to find out everyone else that they've come into contact. Right now, we're at the point that it's just going to be impossible. Now, the individuals that have tested positive, they sure as heck know who they've been in contact with. They're the ones that should give out this information and make sure that these individuals come out here and get tested. Why the county would be spending resources and time on trying to find out everyone that you came into contact with is crazy. Los Fresnos count is horrible.
Yeah.
And it's all male. It's all male except for one individual. Out of 27 individuals, 26 are young males in that age group from 20 all the way up to 55. Again, guys, that is very, very telling. Good morning. La raza no se casa. Good morning, guys. There's a delay on Erasmo's live. Sorry, Mayra. Technology. I'm going to have to do a little move. Andrea, good morning. Good morning. Olga, ¿cómo estás, Olga? Gusto saludarte. Saludos a mi hermano, Dios le bendiga, desde Monterrey, Nuevo León, José Ángel Saucedo.
Erasmo, can we confirm that the Los Fresnos cases, were they from that detention center? Hey, John, how's it going, man? Nice to hear from you, brother. The large amounts of cases, Erasmo, were these from the detention center or were these from the actual community? I know it's hard to say, but what's your opinion?
Well, they're all linked to previous cases. I mean, we had situations out there where they have the CHS, the facility out there with a lot of these young individuals. We also have the detention center, the juvenile detention center. But again, these aren't necessarily in the juvenile range. So we don't know. No sabemos si son pachangas. We don't know if it's the guys going out to South Padre Island. We just don't know. Again, not enough information is being given. How risky it is for kids, especially for those that are with asthma. Very risky. Anyone with an underlying condition such as asthma, diabetes, or anything else, it is in trouble. So stay away. Good morning, Erasmo. Good morning, ahorita. Que usted bendiga. ¿Cómo estás? Con respeto para este doctor, no estoy de acuerdo. Presentar los correctos números es complicado, pero el juez Treviño realiza un trabajo aceptable. El problema, señor Hernández, es de que nosotros no merecemos un trabajo aceptable. Merecemos un trabajo espectacular. Y, para eso cuentan con todos nuestros recursos. Estoy de acuerdo, que estamos de acuerdo con el doctor Hernández haciendo un excelente trabajo en el Sportsbook, siempre lo hemos dicho, pero en cuanto al juez del condado, ha estado empezando a bajar el rango y de excepcional a aceptable no es aceptable. The problem with UC people is that they only see what they want. It's part of the problem.
I agree.
Good morning, Elda. It's all right. Don't worry. I will forgive you this time. Good morning, Sherry.
Morning, Sherry.
Qué hermosa, mi Sherry. No fear, but being cautious and protect the most vulnerable. 100%. Good morning, Manny. God bless you. Will the county pay for all employees who have to get a test and be away from work for 14 days? No, they won't. Now, the tests here in Brownsville are free. The problem with the test here in Brownsville is now that there's like a 2-3 week delay.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
And yesterday, Erasmo, and you had previously posted, if I'm not mistaken, the press stated that there's 18 county employees that have tested positive. So again, this is something that we are going to be dealing with for the very near future. This is our new reality, unfortunately. And to Louis' question in regards to the 14 days, I think unless I may be not right to speak on this, but unless you have your sick days, I don't think you're going to get credit for those 14 days. We would hope that the county would try and, especially due with all this economic, situation that we're all going through, that they would pay those 14 days. Because, one could say, hey, is the county at fault for opening up shop during this pandemic? Should we work remotely from home? So there's a lot of questions going on to this, but I would hope that the county would pay for these individuals who contract this virus.
They're not going to. The county's not going to pay, and BISD is not going to pay. They're going to take it from your sick leave if he hasn't. I think exceptional was the wrong term to be used, but it is not behind us. No way. It is more like we are in the middle of the COVID. I think we are, yes. And I think it's about to get a lot worse. Not necessarily in the middle. We're at that point where it's going to go like here in Brownsville. And Los Fresnos. I mean, look at the numbers from Los Fresnos. They're horrible. Yeah. Behind would mean that we have vaccines and very few positives, 100%. I don't think that we should be blaming anyone at this point. I think that we need to do what we can on a personal level to stop the spread. We've been informed of what we need to do, but many still do not follow 100%. I agree with Sandra so much. It's just exactly the same that we've done. My only concern, Sandy, is that I want the individuals that have the information to immediately share the information, because what happens, Sandy, is that people start to become lax, like going like, well, if they're not saying anything, it must be okay. And I think that's part of the issue with how what happened, the disaster that happened with the bars. There was a disaster. Look at that age group, the 22-year-olds. Those are the huercos that are out there at the bars. Those are them. So it was a mistake. So when the governor comes out, and again, I've taken pictures with Governor Abbott. I voted for Governor Abbott, believe it or not. I've always supported Governor Abbott, except in this. This was a cluster. It was a mess up. And for them to go out there and say, oh, the bars can open at 25%, I was going like, what? That's stupid. It's stupid. What did they think? Did they think that they were not going to huddle? And see, that's part of the problem, Sandy. Don't they know our raza? Don't they know our people? There was no way. I mean, we were saying it. There was no way there was going to be any social. It was the stupidest thing to do. And that first weekend that they opened up at 25%, the videos started coming out. Adolios had a video, Ibiza had a video, and they were like sardines, jam-packed. And I said, oh my God. And I spoke with the mayor about it. I said, Mayor, we're in trouble. And the numbers are now pouring out. Look at the 20-year-olds. And again, they might be from that facility, that CHS, where they have all those little guys from Central America locked up. They might be the detention. We don't know. But I would dare to say that these kids are the bar people, the bar hoppers. Because the problem, Sandy, is they go from one bar to another bar to another bar to another bar. And all the bars here in Brownsville all of a sudden started to close down because the employees were testing positive. Now, if we have 5 employees at Ibiza, whatever it's called, testing positive, 5 employees, you're going to multiply that times 20 for each one. At least 20, and it's going to give you the number of individuals. So in that respects, I think it was irresponsible. And again, I'm not trying to blame the county judge. I wish the county judge was a little bit more, the governor saying this, but we oppose it, and I'm going to, and make it constantly public. And you know what? And run the risk. Take a risk. Run the risk of the governor wanting to come and file a lawsuit against you. I mean, a lot of other counties have done it. A lot of other cities have done it. I mean, a lot of cities like Austin have already imposed stay-at-home order. Again, defying the governor. El Paso and San Antonio, they did the mandatory mask. Ni modo. And the governor then said, well, I'm not going to fight him on it. Pues ya que? You think some people are willing to risk their lives, and those of others because of ignorance and arrogance, or arrogance? Both. Ignorance and arrogance. Todos los pacientes sufren mucho. Ellos necesitan ahorita mucho amor y palabras de aliento. Los pacientes lo que necesitan a este momento es tener la seguridad de que las personas que están a nuestro alrededor van a estar salvos y seguros. Y la única manera que podemos garantizar eso es si nosotros nos mantenemos separados los unos de los otros y empezamos a tomar las recomendaciones de los doctores profesionales que han dado instrucciones en las cuales nosotros debemos de seguir, como estar separados y usar las mascarillas. Brownsville is getting worse every day, periodically shutting down again. I don't think that we're going. Saludos al grupo Adicción. I don't think that we're going back into shutting down, my man. I really don't. Pero again, it shouldn't be a reason or cause for us not to take immediate action. To all the naysayers, maybe a little trip, the local ERs or hospital COVID units will be beneficial. A este punto, I think a slap in the face wouldn't even work for these people. Doctor o no, Erasmo, mis respetos para los dos.
In regards to the businesses, Erasmo, there is no way that the county judge, in my opinion, there's no way that the county judge would defy the governor in regards to shutting it down per se. But we commend those businesses that have taken it upon themselves to close down. We've had, several restaurants, a lot of bars that have closed down due to the, they're trying to disinfect and they're trying to, say, hey, we're doing the right thing. So our hats off to them. We're living in a difficult economic time right now. So for them to say, hey, you know what, it is in our best interest and the best interest of the community as a whole to shut it down is very commendable because, it's life is hard right now. But the best thing to do is to think about the community as a whole.
Is there a number we can call to go business? Yes, call the county health department. Call the county health department and we'll post the numbers. I've posted the numbers. I'll continue to post the numbers. All you have to do is Google search Cameron County Health Department. They're not doing it. The younger generation is being careless. And again, a lot of it has to do with laissez-faire, like, nada pasa, todo va a estar bien, no es cierto. Buenos días. Good morning, Sandra Gomez. ¿Cómo estás? Good morning, Cruz. ¿Cómo estás, hermosa? I think they open bars and restaurants too soon. I completely agree. Completely agree. Now, and the restaurants, they're going back. Hey, Sandy, how's it going? They're going back into the curbside only. Y todavía sí, hay riesgo. Mira, it happened with Chili's. Dr. Eder Hernandez let us know that takeout through Chili's, produced a positive. Guys, if at curbside, there is still the danger of producing positives for our community, con temas dining in, stay away. Stay away. Saludos, Federico. ¿Cómo estás, compadre? Buenos días, Ariana, hermosa. Carlos de León y José Chávez. Hola, Matthew.
Chapis.
Erasmo, te amo. Yo te amo a ti más, Raimundo. Te lo prometo. De todo corazón. Michael, good morning. What's up, my man? Oh, I jumped. Okay. It doesn't matter what the mayor or the judge say. People don't listen to them. If more people had followed the restrictions before now, exactamente. And let me tell you, too many people calling it a hoax. Yeah, like La Pingüina de la Minerva, the board president, the school board president, el grupo que está encargado, the group that's in charge of educating our children, was saying it was a hoax, that it would disappear. This is the board president, la presidenta de la mesa directiva, diciendo que no era cierto, que se iba a desaparecer, se iba a desfumar. Ella está fumada, penetrada, la mendiga pingüina. The people who test positive are not all contacting those they've been in contact with. I don't know if they feel it's nobody else's business, but it is 100%. And part of the other problem, Sandy? A lot of these people that are testing positive are being mega irresponsible because they tell them, quarantine, do not leave your home. And then there's no follow-up. No one's out there making sure that they quarantine. Y andan por todas partes. They're everywhere. They're at Walmart. They're at H-E-B. They're with their family. They're at birthday parties. They're having cookouts. It's crazy. Crazy. What's happening? Raimundo. Buenos días, Raimundo. Good morning, my man. Ay, hermosa princess Yoli. A great percentage of men do not wear masks. Well, I wear a mask, and I'm proud. And I actually wear a mask with little flowers on it, just to prove it's kind of greenish. I wear a mask with flowers on it. Good morning, Kathy Hermosa. Aloy, good morning, my man. Anyone who thinks reporting numbers is fear-mongering is crazy. If you want to stick your head up the penguin's rear, Minerva. Oh, ¡qué asco! This is Becky. I used to like you.
Hey, spit the other way. Spit the other way.
Welcome to Some of Us Want to Be Informed. Block! Block! Mental image. Mental image. No. Ahora hasta recién nacidos le están llevando por la culpa de los padres que no supieron o no quisieron quedarse en casa. No hicieron caso, Aurora. Es parte del problema. Somos cabezones, no tomamos consejo. Es parte de la nueva generación. Toda esta generación de los de 20 años, voy a creer que en parte son parte de los muchachos que estaban acá protestando en un grupo así, sin máscaras y todos apegados los unos a los otros. O sea, qué coincidencias que todos están en los 20s. But partying and getting plastered is pro. For all the alcoholic smokers' sakes. Why is there a stigma about coming out positive? It's not a bad thing. I'll be open about it, explain that I feel to help others. That's just me. Let me. Now it's I'm going like it is. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It is important for individuals to educate and let other individuals know. Yeah, I agree with Princess Yoli. I mean, just say, guys, if I was positive, you'd be the first to know. ¿Sabes qué? I'm positive. Yep, you're so right on the bars. I know a huge group of people who were going out and now they are all sick. Yamli, you're right.
In regards to Yoli's comment on the stigma, people think that this is the worst, and maybe we could say that it's not something that we should fear compared to like contracting the HIV virus. But there is this stigma, Erasmo, that oh my God, I'm positive, I'm sick, I'm scared to tell my friends. And it shouldn't be that way. What we should do is, I'm positive. I'm going to take it upon myself to isolate, to prevent this spread. So, we have seen how people with complicated underlying issues, it does affect them a lot more compared to us who don't suffer from, either medical conditions. So, I understand Yoli's comment. There is a stigma, but we shouldn't really be alarmed compared to something like HIV or something even, just as worse as that.
Well, again, part of the problem, Yoli, is like a lot of these people, I mean, they don't feel that it's anything that serious because of the leadership that we have, the opening up, these individuals that say it's a hoax, it's not real. So dicen, no, ¿para qué voy a decir? Luego las personas me van a echar porque I'm not isolating. People need to isolate. They need to quarantine. Not everyone will listen to how much time will we have to do this. If people don't listen, the government doesn't not help either. No, para nada. You're right, Jessica. I would speculate that those Houstonians that went up home to SPI for vacation, not personally because I'm staying home, my family's life matters. Hey, man, we need more body bags. Well, we're going to probably start needing them. Español a las 3 de la tarde, pretty mem. A las 3 de la tarde aquí estaremos en español. Buenos días, Quetzali. Hola, Quetzali. Saludos. Saludos a tus papás. A las 3 de la tarde en español. Governor Abbott did say back in March his priority was to save the economy. I too voted for Governor Abbott, but I'm truly disappointed with all that he is opening schools. And opening the schools, Missy, is the most ridiculous thing that he has said. Out of everything that Governor Abbott has said, his stance on, oh no, kids are going back on campus, face coverings optional, not going to happen, and no social distancing is stupid.
Erasmo, do you think he's going to tweak that? TEA recently said that it's okay to go back to schools. Again, we are rising in numbers. Do you think that's something that TEA and the governor would be forced or compelled to do? The closer we get to school opening up, or you think they're adamant on we're going to go back to school? Kids don't need to wear masks, and that's it.
No, they're going to flip-flop on it. They're going to flip-flop on it the same way that they're flip-flopping in regards to the face coverings. Exactly the same way. Because now the governor says, well, if San Antonio wants to impose that, I'm not going to stop them. You're flip-flopping, bro. You are very adamant that no. No one is going to get fined. No one is going to have repercussions for not using face masks. So you opened a can of worms out there, guys. I was shocked to hear the drive-through testing positive rates are over 40%, between 40 and 50%. That is amazing. If we had 300 individuals that tested yesterday, do the math. I can't because I'm not good with math.
130 to 150.
Good morning, guys. Frankie got up early. Yeah, finally.
Barely.
I just lost a loved one due to COVID-19. My prayers, mi amor.
Sorry for
The
your loss.
region in Brazil did not have a bed and the adequate attention needed for a very ill person. We had to go to Harlingen Valley Baptist. This is real, and we should get taking precautions. And Lenny, my prayers to you and your family. But it's not the only case. Some other individuals that we've heard from and have actually posted out there have had to drive all the way to Harlingen to take their own individuals into the hospital because ya aquí ya no se puede. Lo digo porque yo hablé con un paciente ayer y le dije, Dios lo va a sanar. Y él me contestó, pudiendo hablar bien al pasito es lo que necesito escuchar. Amén, Aurora. Pues palabras positivas, estamos de acuerdo, pero siempre hablemos con la verdad. A las 3 de la tarde estaremos aquí en español. Good morning, Adri. Thank you for calling this gentleman, especially Frankie needed that today. Went to Walmart yesterday, both parents with masks and had a baby without, just plain stupid. It is.
Las fodongas, Erasmo, las fodongas.
Ay, las fodongas. Erasmo, use an erasure board to post numbers. Put it behind you. Yes, it's good marketing for businesses to be honest with the community and say that we are incident on X days, not being reactive after the fact. 100%. I agree with you. We're 100%. Buenos días, Gaby Hermosa. Good morning, Ricardo. What's up, my man? God bless. HEB curbside last night was crazy. Almost 3 hours waiting. It's madness, guys. Again, people are going back to buying toilet paper, buying paper goods. It's just madness. I was very fortunate to go buy me a big old pack of toilet paper. Ya se me había acabado.
Hey, sell me some.
No. Son bien tercos, se mueren por ir shopping, por ir a comer, por ir a los bares o a la playa. Ya no vayas a los bares. Y por eso hay muchos casos nuevamente. People should go, not get arrested for not wearing a mask, but should get a ticket just like the people. Yeah, people shouldn't get arrested. That's kind of, you're going to arrest them, take them into jail where they might get it and won't be able to wear a face covering. According to Intel, selling has been spotted entering a local clinic discreetly through a rear exit to avoid detection. Wear masks properly. Oh, God, yes. I've seen too many wear their nose exposed. Really, too much.
In my defense, or in our defense, Erasmo, it's so hard because we have glasses and we wear glasses. And when the mask is over our thing, they get fogged up. So every now and then I'm like, whenever nobody's around, I'm like bringing it down so I could breathe a little bit. But, I will take blame for it. I wear glasses and it's very, very hard.
Oh, one of the things that I've started to do, and it's kind of weird, but I've started to use it, take off my glasses.
Yeah.
And take off my glasses. And again, it's kind of weird. It's kind of trippy, but you just got to do what you got to do. Do you think Governor Abbott is being irresponsible? 100%. Passing the buck by lessening restrictions? 100%. And leaving it to the county judges? 1,000%. And school districts here in Brownsville is pathetic. So the governor did not be held responsible. Yeah, it's what they do. They say, you know what? The county judge did it. We gave the power to them. Same thing that Trump is doing. Again, not good. Good morning, Erasmo and Frankie. People with children, months old, your children need to stay home. Your babies have to develop the proper immune system to counter impact, and not only COVID, but the symptoms that are contributing to the illness. Don't bring your kids out. Please keep them home. Please be smart. You're basically handing your kids over to death's hands. 100%. This guy's on spot. Saludos, Amir. ¿Cómo estás? Desde San Antonio, Texas. The problem is that there are a lot of people positive out there, but do not know they are positive. Yeah. And let me tell you, it is difficult to get tested. Yes, direct contact and exposure to positive family members. Yeah. And what Joe's saying is very true. It took a while for individuals to get the testing done. And what happens is, I know people that, say, oh, yeah, but we've been asking for it for the past week and a half. Y nada. And in that time, andan para arriba, para abajo, como. But if you suspect that you have it, guys, stay home. Stay home and wait till you get called. Buenos días, yo tengo un hijo que tiene asma y alergias. Yo pienso no mandarlo a la escuela. No debería mandarlo a la escuela. Sería el error más grande de la vida suya, pero más importante, la vida de su hijo. Manténganlo en casa. A las 3 tenemos el programa en español. Pueden escuchar los dos. Is going to the gym safe? No way, Jose. Impossible.
No, not right now. Not the way. And again, we're nothing against gyms, but if we don't agree for bars, we most definitely don't agree for gyms right now. But we'll see.
For Mother's Day quarantine, I agree. Why we have it hush hush? We need to know. Numbers for store employees went up, and they started out. Yeah, guys. I mean, I got a call in regards to UPS delivery drivers, and we're like. That have tested positive. Guys, that's so chaotic for anyone out there that are receiving packages from UPS drivers, from any drivers. make sure that you open up very, very carefully and you discard the contact box immediately. But then again, you don't know if the person that put the stuff into your box is also positive. Just don't know. Melissa, buenos dias. God bless you, man. Backpedaling, que triste. Yeah, it is very triste. That's exactly what they're doing. Hey, Carlos! But the governor said all hospital rooms have ventilators. No. Again, that is how disconnected the governor is with the people in Texas. Now, are there some counties that have hospitals that have beds available? 100% that haven't been hit as hard as we have in regards to COVID-19 or 16 or 10. Yeah. Why are so many getting tested? All of a sudden, has the criteria has changed and it's as strict? Let me tell you, Manny, again, and I'll use a couple of friends of mine that have commented here right now. They've made mention to me that they've been trying to get tested and it took a week to get tested. It's just, I think right now the goal is to test as many people as possible out there to try to make sure that they maintain some form or shape of social distancing.
¿Quién te habla?
Well, Araceli, gracias. Babies can't wear masks, so they should not be taken out. No, keep them home. Can you only imagine all the extra work custodians are going to have to do with this? It's impossible, Liz. They're going to have to be cleaning, disinfecting everything like they exactamente. It's going to be madness. Put your glasses over the mask. It works. Keep readjusting. That's what I do. Thank you.
I'll try it. Thank you.
Advice. I think Governor Abbott is torn between being loyal to his political party, President Trump. 100%, Horacio. I agree with you 100%. Yep. The moment they allowed protests, riots, and looting, the whole lockdown argument went out the window. And I agree with you, my man. I agree with Giovanni in regards to, in part, these protesters, they are partially to blame. And I would dare say that a lot of the numbers are going to be coming up in these next days are coming from the protests because these people don't care. Andan como animales, destroying people's businesses and everything else. And all they care about is the financials, getting a pair of damn shoes, of damn Nikes. They're crazy. Don't think so. Don't think so either. The hospital reps say yesterday that our numbers have doubled in the last week. I believe that. If they are uneasy with the increase, how should we be feeling? Like nuts. You don't have to live in fear, but you need to live responsibly and you need to be informed. Bob, good morning, my man. I use glasses too, but the mask with the nose metal and a bit of adhesive eliminates the fogging up issue. Try that as well. Are people with large noses more susceptible to getting infected than small pudgy ones? Maybe. If Abbott is leaving the decision to the county judge or the county judge is not doing a job to protect the citizens, 100%. And guys, I'm going to have to skip a lot of these. Erasmo, Frankie, what do you think of the current fire chief not sending ambulances to pick up? Again, we put out the post yesterday. They don't have ambulances.
¿Quién te habla?
I have no idea. I'm about actually to block that number. Puro por the penguin! Ángel, saludos. Morning, Elisa. Dios bendiga. El gobernador antes se habría abierto visitado los hospitales. Exactamente. Estamos de acuerdo. I'm curious to know how many children will truly be attending school. Not that many. I'll tell you right now. Guys, I've got 3 minutes, so I'm trying to get to everything. Why not disengage one hospital for COVID patients? Again, I agree with you 100%. Shout out to Mike Valero. Do I hear you correctly that UPS drivers have tested positive? That's what I've heard. But yet the fire chief is using private ambulances to come and pick up the patients, transporting them because Broward Fire Department, they are overwhelmed. And again, it's kind of hard when you have 6 or 7 ambulances. It's crazy. Buenos dias. But it's a problem we've been talking about for years. Don't conflate protesters with looters. Oh, 100% no. Not at all. Then again, I'm trying to make the difference in regards to one to the other. Again, guys, and I've said it before many times, protesting is acceptable if it's done responsibly. But I will compare protesters and looters when they're not maintaining social distancing, when they're not wearing face coverings to steal those pair of Nikes. So they're just the same as protesters who are out there protesting for whatever they want to protest. If they're doing it irresponsibly, it does not benefit the community in any way, shape, or form. My daughter works in San Antonio, went to Brownsville to a club, tested positive, and at home sick. Exactamente. She should not have gone to the club. Good morning, guys. Do you see Brownsville on lockdown? No, it's not going to happen. Good morning, Manny. God bless. I thought the numbers will become as significant as the census for future waves. Yes, you're absolutely right, Benny. I don't know why they don't just abandon Doctors Hospital for COVID patients. Again, Joe, I agree with you 1,000%. Use the empty Doctors Hospital. Again, 100%. We've been saying it for weeks, if not months now. You know, the way that everything's been falling out, it's just been too complicated. Guys, I've got 1 minute. So again, we're expecting numbers again today. We don't expect great numbers today. They're going to be very, very, very bad. Swaswa! I almost forgot Swaswa. Thank you to all the people from Monterrey, from Suaza, they're out here, and from San Antonio, all to the same. God bless, take care. And we'll be back a las 3 de la tarde en español. Y estaremos de aquí again hoy en la noche a las 9 de la noche. Love y'all. Stay safe, guys. Social distancing, face coverings. Be good to each other. Be good to me. God bless.